Hi, good evening. I have some news that I want to share with everybody, but I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes until there's a few more people here. I'm waiting in particular for Rita Kara Robinson to make an appearance. So hopefully that's Rita joining us now. Some of you know that Rita and I have been working together for the past, here she is. Hi Rita, we have been working together for the last few months, and we have we've been working really hard. Hi Rita!
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
I've just been starting to tell people that a lot of people know anyway that you and I have been working together for the last couple of months. Well, it's probably the last year. And we have been combining all our efforts and all our information into one online course, and that is finally available. Woohoo! Yay! Thumbs up!
Yay, it's here. It's here. It's here. It's been such a long labor. And that's exactly how we kept talking about it. Huge, long labor. This baby got stuck in the birth canal a bit longer than we wanted.
No epidurals.
But finally, we've kind of given birth about an hour ago. So we're at the point where we're having that hot cup of tea and toast, and we're like, oh, I've just given birth. Instead of, yeah, we've got the baby, and we're like, oh, I've just given birth.
Yeah. So there's a brief reprieve now while we kind of bask in our own glory a bit and think, oh, we're amazing. And then tomorrow it'll probably all hit us, bam, bam, bam. But we're ready. We are so ready. So this online course is for busy, busy mums. And it's different from other courses you may have done before. It's different from workshops people have done with me and with yourself, Rita. We have designed this course to make it as easy as possible for very busy mums who don't have a whole lot of time to sit down and troll through reams and reams of information.
Or reading, right?
Yeah.
Reading, like, who's got time to read loads of stuff with new words and concepts that don't make any sense? Like, this is mum user friendly,
Yeah.
really user friendly.
And a lot of the times when we really need this information, it's when our kids are already sick. Or in this house, two or three will get sick at the same time. So there is no time. You just have to get in there, be able to find some remedies straight away, get them into them, and let them do the work. There isn't time for, like I said, going through a lot of information. So we've broken this online course down into seven videos. And each of them are about 6 minutes long. There's an exception of one, which is about fevers, and that's a very important one, so that's a bit longer. So the videos are short and snappy. There's a transcript, and then there is a PDF chart that you can print out and you can keep with your kit.
That's the most important bit, because as Antoinette and myself are homeopaths, but mums, and I know, speaking from my experience, when my child gets sick, I'm not in homeopath mode. I'm in mum mode. I'm like, I gotta sort my child out now, and I want to take the pain away, and I want to do this fast, and I can't think straight, and I don't know what remedy, and I go into a tiz, just like all the other mums. I go in a tiz, and somebody just tell me what to do. But this chart is going to be fantastic. So if you do the course, and then you'll know, oh yeah, that's what that is, that's what that meant, or that remedy, you'll remember a story that we told, it will make a lot of sense. And when you're in a panic, you can go to your chart. It'll be so good. And you keep that inside your kit, nowhere else, but it lives in your kit. It'll be that alone is worth the course.
So we've broken it up into 7 modules. We have coughs, colds and flu, vomiting, diarrhea, teething, throat issues, and period pains. And instead of just giving you a list of remedies that you could use for any of those, we have bunched those even more. So for example, the cough section, that is divided into dry coughs and wet coughs. And then there's a few keynotes for each of those. So it's easy. It's really easy. The fever section is divided into fevers that have come on suddenly or fevers that have come on slowly. They're all like this. Honestly, this is just accessible and it's easy, and we have put as much information into this as probably it took us about 3 years to learn in college. But it's given in such a way that you'll remember it. And like Rita said, we tell stories in it. You know what we're like. We have a laugh when we're talking. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and we tell stories, and that's what people remember. It's the stories and the experiences.
And the videos are live and unedited, because that's how you all know us. You know us from talking live. So we haven't edited them, and some of you might hear the ice cream van in one of them.
And a timer. We had to put a timer on because we do tend to babble on. So Rita jumps in one of them because the timer went off. She wasn't expecting it. So that was important to us, just to keep the energy going, that they had to be live and unedited. And it brings a bit of energy, a bit of life into them all. So we're really proud of this. We are so super proud of this, and been stressed about getting it out. And we over deliver on everything. We're a pair of perfectionists. We over deliver. So what was supposed to be very small and concise has become this massive, big thing. I don't even the thing. And once you do the course, that's not the end of it. You are taken into a little private group where we have the dream team in there. There's myself and Rita. There are 3 other qualified homeopaths and 2 student homeopaths who will guide you and nurture you and look after you and help you through those first tentative steps when you are starting to use the kits yourself. And if you run into trouble, we are all there to help.
And let me say this, that group is what you don't get from going on a course for a day, reading a book, doing, I don't know, some online PDFs. You don't get this nurture group with that. And you know us, and you know the kind of vibe that we'll have in there. Nurturing, caring, here to support. And there'll be a lot of you. So that's why we've got other homeopaths in. And so we'll all be moderating. And it's a support group for you to ask your friends as well. So it's not just ask the homeopaths. It's a support group. You share your successes. Other mums will say, oh yeah, that happened to me. This is what I used. So we're all helping each other. It's very much of a level playing field. And the other thing is, if you get stuck or there's a remedy that you don't have in your kit, or you've tried our what we recommend and it doesn't work. Possibly you need a remedy that's not in your kit, or you just can't figure it out. You can use our homeopaths and book an acute session, and so they're there, and we'll all be on there at different times a day, so you can do that, and then maybe they'll say, well, this is a chronic problem, or maybe you are being treated by Antoinette or myself, and you've got a question about your husband, and he needs an acute or a chronic. He has a chronic problem. You can go and book him with one of our homeopaths. So everything's easy access. It's our own little world, and it's going to be great. This doesn't exist anywhere yet. So this is going to be fantastic.
So this is why it's taken so long to pull all of this together, and we're still tweaking it. There's still going to be changes made in the next few weeks and the next few months, but this is huge. It's just huge, and we are very excited, as you can see. So tonight it is finally launched. I have put up the link. I know some people have already gone in. There's some lovely comments coming up here. Go in, have a look, and book. There's an introductory price on at the moment, which will be there until the 1st of December. And it's really amazing value. Like Rita said, you're not going to get this anywhere else. And you have that lifetime access to the group, or as long as that group lasts. And we just see that growing and growing, and more people coming in. So get in there. Get in there now.
And think about how much you're going to save. This is the amazing one. We don't really talk about money because we're all about caring for our kids in the first place. But also, mums, think about this. Especially in Ireland, how much is it, Antoinette, to go and see the doctor? 50 euros, you said.
Yeah, and then you have to get your prescription.
Okay, 50 euros. Think about one or two of those and you've saved. You're already making money on the second or third time you use our course. I mean, that's amazing then for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's great. And in America, I think it's even more expensive. I don't know the prices, but just think how many times you save.
Exactly. And the same when you go to the chemist, you know, even when you don't have to go to the doctor, if you think you can manage it yourself, you go to the chemist, you still spend a fortune in there on things that can only be used for a few days and then they're thrown out. That's it. But with the kits, you will get so much use out of these. These remedies will last for years and years. Let me get
one. Some people may not have seen it. Let me get one. So we are talking about, in case some of you are here and don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about you using one of these, and you can get one of these through our course. And all of these different remedies containing homeopathic pills, comes with a little book. Antoinette has a green one by Ainsworth. They're both great. And we're teaching you how to use this. This is a chemist in a box. And not only that, you can take it everywhere. I always need this when I go on holiday. I take it every time I leave the house for a couple of days, and I always need it. And I have, what you can't see is that I have a huge cupboard full of remedies. And when my kids get sick, I say, go and get the blue box. We always use this.
Yeah. Because for most illnesses, what you need, for most acute illness, and that's the stuff like the colds and flus and the vomitings, the stuff that comes on quickly, most of those you will find the remedies for them in the blue box. And if you don't, then, or in the green box, then you come into the group and get some help from some of the other homeopaths or ourselves. And you know, this has a ripple effect. If you start treating your family with natural medicine, these are all natural remedies, they're non-toxic, they're non-addictive, they don't suppress the immune system, they actually support the body while it's going through sickness. But if you start treating your children now, their immune systems get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then their children will be born with really powerful immune systems. So, you know, you're starting taking remedies today, or you're starting to give remedies tomorrow, but in 20, 30 years' time, this is still going to have an effect on people's health.
That's right. And what I do want to make really clear is that this is not about the work I do in chronic cases when you come and see me. This has got nothing to do with helping your child with autism or getting a speech back or HPV detoxing or any vaccine. This has got nothing to do with that. They are complex cases. They need a homeopath. They need remedies that are definitely not in your kit. That is a completely different ball game. So please, ladies, if you think by buying this you're gonna, you know, heal your child from autism by yourself or do HPV vaccine detox, it is not about that. It is for mothers to help their children who are not being seen by us or have been seen by us, but we're not treating them, and you want to treat the little things, the things that come up all the time, the coughs, the colds, the vomiting, the diarrhea, the period pain, the
teething and the sore throats, the headaches. We've covered headaches too.
Those common things that they happen in every season, every couple of months. There's stuff in there, and then once we do that, we'll do another course about other stuff. But these are the most common thing. These are the most common things that people contact Antoinette and myself for acutes. So by buying this, you're even saving coming to see us, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
please, this is going to change your lives. Please just look at the link, read it through, and think this will change your life, and you will go to the doctor so much less. And there's people that have been to Antoinette's. When we used to do this, and I used to do it in my kitchen, Antoinette used to teach this in her kitchen. Slightly different to this course, but we still teach the method. And so many mums say since they have gone to our courses and used the kit, They haven't even been to the doctor in I had someone the other 6 months, a year, 3 years,
Yeah.
5 years. It's
So can you
amazing.
imagine saying that there's so many people stuck in this spiral or this vicious circle of sickness and antibiotics, sickness and antibiotic. Can you imagine breaking that and saying 4 years from now, oh my goodness, we haven't been to the doctor in 4 years. This is doable. This is really doable. This is for women who are just tired of not having a very active role in their family's health, who are sitting waiting for the next nighttime cough, whose heart sinks when they hear that nighttime cough because they know this is the start of another round of sickness. It's for women with absolutely no experience of homeopathy. It's for women who have done workshops with us before but want to take that knowledge up to a higher level. And it's for women who really want to supercharge their mother's instinct, because that's what we're working with. We're working with mother's instinct and we're combining it with homeopathy, natural medicine, and turning you all into rock stars.
Yes, we'll rename our group. Homeopathic rock stars. Quite right.
Debbie says there, our doctor doesn't know us anymore. Haven't been there in years. Exactly, Debbie. Fantastic. Rachel said our kids will learn from us as well.
Yes,
Granya's
yes,
saying hi. Grania is one of
that's
the
a
green team who's going to be helping out in the group.
that's
Rita,
a
what were you
great
going to say?
point. You know where our doctor doesn't know us anymore. Haven't been there in years. People think, oh, maybe just homeopath. Like when we say that, well, it's because you're a homeopath.
Yeah,
No,
no.
you get to know these kids and you know how to treat your children. You stop things in their tracks. And if you think that antibiotics, every time you think, let me say that again. If you think that you need antibiotics for every thing that gets escalated, or every single problem, every cough, I can't believe how many people have had antibiotics for every cough. Like 3 or 4 times a year. If you think that can't be done, then please take on our challenge. I I
Ooh.
I do it every week. Every week, Rita, can you help me? I think I want to avoid antibiotics, and they come to me the first or second day. They know we nip it in the bud. How many times have we sorted out tonsillitis, Antoinette? How many times have we stopped that? How many times have we helped with croup, and they have not needed antibiotics? Just for that, this course, this kit is worth it. It's absolutely worth it. It is just brilliant. I wish I had this when my children were born. I wish I had this. It is great.
Okay, this is why we had a timer when we were making videos, because we're now on nearly 20 minutes. So I have nothing else to say. I look forward to seeing everybody in the group. Well, I've posted the link here. Go in and check it out, and just book. And the sooner you get started, the sooner you book, the sooner you're in the group, the sooner you can get started. And I will see you all there. Rita, have you anything left to say?
Yeah, that this changes season. And I know it when my son starts coughing. And I know I say in the video coughs are hard because my son, his coughs linger. But I nipped it in the bud within 24 hours this time. And it's the first time, and I think because over the years they've got shorter and shorter. But this one I nipped in the bud. And I thought, yeah, now is the cough cold season. Now is the
Yeah.
bug season. Now is the stomach bug season. The vomiting, the diarrhea. We can sort this all out for you up until Christmas. We all want a
And
great
actually,
Christmas.
yeah, we do. That's an important point. I know I was finishing up, but we have deliberately held off on this, on releasing this course until now because it is coming close to Christmas. But Christmas is the time when everybody gets sick, and it's the time that mums are trying most desperately to get people well. I've had people come to me on Christmas Eve. I've had people come straight from the hospital with their kids on Christmas Eve. I've had people ring me on New Year's Eve, been there on New Year's Day to pick up remedies. This is the time we really need to be able to start treating our children ourselves and not be waiting with dread for something to happen, because you know yourself, as soon as they finish school for the Christmas holidays, they will start to get sick. So don't leave yourself in that place of disempowerment. You know, step into your own rightful role as healer of your own family. Get your kit, be ready.
That's it.
I'm all
Get
fired
your
up
kit,
here.
be ready. Let's finish on that. Get your
Okay,
kit,
okay.
sign up, be ready. Sign up. The link is there. Buy now,
100%.
buy today. Come in our group. We'll be there to nurture you
Certainly
all,
will.
help all your families, and it ripples out. So
Somebody
that's
said she's
it.
excited. Paula, we'll
Good.
see you in the group.
Yes. Come on,
Okay, bye
Paula.
bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.